So today we're just gonna do a nice, slow, gentle practice. We're gonna start with some easy rolling for our middle torso, hands, shoulders, and neck. And then we're gonna move into a calming yin practice. And you might find it really challenging to be still. So just notice that. Notice how that is for you. And the only rule is if any of the poses are uncomfortable for you, move and come out of it. Take a child's pose or do something else. All right, so let's just take a moment. You can be seated or you can be laying down. And then let's inhale into your low belly. Up into your heart. And then exhale, open your mouth, release. Good, inhale into your low belly. Up into your heart. Release anything that's not serving you. Pain, aches, stress, negative energy. And then feel your low belly fill up. Feel your chest rise. And then one more time, open your mouth, exhale, release. And then seal your lips, inhale. Feel the breath coming in. Exhale, feel the breath coming out. Inhale, feel your breath coming in. Exhale, feel your breath coming out. And just notice how your body feels right now. Where you feel aches or pains, where you feel soreness, where you feel tightness. Give it a number. And then we'll see after class if that number goes down. Nice. And then let's just take a moment to do a little self-massage. So I'm going to take my hands on the back of my neck and just pull my fingers down. And just give yourself a self-massage. I know we don't really do this very much. But in Ayurveda, this is a really healthy practice. It's a really great way to start your day. Especially if you can't always run in and get a massage every time you're tight or stressed. So just digging your fingers into your neck. Nice. And then work your way up your head. So like you're at the hairdresser. And just really massaging the back of your head. I'm gonna dig. My fingers are spread wide. So I'm working my thumb around the back of my head, and then my other fingers taking circles, or play around with it, right? Just maybe move all your fingers, do what feels good to you. Nice. And then move your hands over your eyes. Feel the energy from your hands going into your face, into your forehead. And then taking your fingertips, massage your forehead. So I have my thumb on my temples, my fingers on my forehead. And then make your way up to the top of your head. Just work in there, lift your heart. Nice, and then let's take your hands, warm them together. So creating that heat, creating that energy. And then again, take that warm energy and take your hands over your eyes. Let yourself rest. Tell yourself right now, I am exactly right now. So from here, I'm going to say grab your strap. Press your feet into the mat. Good. Bend your right knee into your chest and just take the strap around the ball of your right foot. Press it to straight. And then just gently, without pulling your shoulder out of the socket, pull that right leg towards you. Just work your way down so that your elbow's on the mat. And I kind of like using my resistance band because it helps. Either way, strap or resistance band, let the weight of your leg come closer to you slowly. So don't force it, but just with each inhale, fill up with loving kindness, and with each exhale, see if you can release a little bit more. Let that hamstring move towards you. Good inhale. Exhale, pull a little bit deeper without hurting yourself. And then just be still here. Good, then see if you can inhale, press your heel into the mat. Exhale, pull your toes towards you, get that calf a little bit. And then just be still. So finding the spot on the strap that feels good for you. So maybe you can take your hand farther up the strap now. Maybe you can go a little deeper if that's too much. Just don't go any deeper. Keeping your elbow on the mat. Feel your breath coming in and your breath coming out. Nice. And then take your leg out to the side. And again, press your left leg, let your right leg just melt into the strap. And I'm going to say, Farzaneh, if you're by a wall, just switch to the leg that's by the wall. So rather than having the flow be perfect, yeah, good idea, or turn around. Thanks, Farzaneh. So press that right foot onto the wall. Let the wall serve you. And don't go deeper than it's good for your inner groin muscle, but just press that right foot into the wall. Relax and release. And just let everything go. And if anything's uncomfortable, come out of the pose and make a change. Nice. All right, and then this pose, I want you to come and face the wall so that your bed, and I want you to put both feet on the wall or your bed or on a chair or whatever you have there. And you want to be far enough away so that your knees are at a 90-degree angle. And then just take your right ankle onto your left knee and take your right hand and press that thigh open. So using the wall or a chair or whatever you have, press your left foot in. Take your right hand if you need to. Put a block in your right hand or the blanket if it's too much on your shoulder. Nice, and then slide that right knee on top of your left. Hug your knees into your chest. So grab your knees, grab your shins, or lift your chest to grab your ankles, Vince. And then pull everything down and back. See if you can relax your shoulders, lift your heart. Nice. Then bring that left foot to the mat. Take your hands out to the side. And then twist so that your right foot ends up on the ground. And then see again if you can press your left hand into your thigh. You should feel a nice stretch down the right side of your body. Right IT band, right glute, maybe lower back. And then press in your leg, press in your hand, lift your heart. And just breathe. Nice, and then come back to center, hug your knees in your chest. Turn the other direction. So I got this idea from Farzaneh, so thank you, Farzaneh. Feet are into the mat, take the band around your left leg, and then press it up towards the sky. So just hold the band here, like gravity do the work. You can take your hand higher. That's a little bit too intense for me, or just take your hand lower and let your elbow rest into the mat. So I'm going to start with my hand lower on the strap, let my shoulder relax, press into my right foot, and just let gravity stretch my left hamstring. Relax your shoulders, relax your head and neck, and then lift your heart into loving kindness. Nice. And then if you feel like you want a little bit more, grab higher on the strap. And just let the belt do the work. If that's too intense for you, back off. And then finally, let's work into our calves. So press your heel away. Pull your toes towards you. Inhale. Exhale, come back. Press your toes away. Good. Inhale, press your heel away. Exhale, press your toes away. Good. One more time. Inhale, press your heel away. Stay there and rest. See if your leg comes a little bit closer towards you. Just a smidgen, like a millimeter. See if you can straighten that left leg. Nice. And then take that left foot onto the wall, the bed, or just press that left leg into your strap. Just make use of what we have, right? So the beauty of being home is that we can be still, You can use the walls. You can put on the heat if we're freezing. So just let everything melt into the strap, into the wall, let everything go. Nice. And then turn towards the wall again, so that both your feet are on the wall or on the piece of furniture, whatever you're using. And you want your knees at a 90-degree angle. Nice. So press into your feet, take your knees hip distance. Good. And then straighten your left leg up towards the sky, and then take that left ankle on your right knee and just press that left hip open. If it's too far away from you, put a block here. Use a block on your hand. Press your right foot into your furniture. Press your left hand into your knee. Feel that nice opening. Don't go at 100%, right? We're not trying to. We're going at 60%. We're just trying to open and be loving and kind. Nice. Then slide that left knee onto your right knee. Hug your knees into your chest and just grab your knees. You can use your strap here if that's tight for you. I want you to relax into this space. So you can wrap your strap around your shins, around your knees, or you can grab your knees with your hands. See what feels good to you. Nice. If you want it more intense, lift your chest, grab your shins, grab your ankles, and then bring your head back down. And then remember to release into your shoulders, lift your heart. Don't be forceful with yourself, how we normally are, how we're always pushing to go farther. Release into loving kindness. Nice. And then bring your right foot to the floor. Take your hands out to the side, press in your hands, and then twist over to the left. See if you can bring your left foot flat on the floor. Or if it feels better for you, you can let your knee come over. I like pressing my left foot into the floor. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, take your right hand, press that left leg away. Feel the stretch along the left side of your glute, IT band, left side of your torso. My body's shaking. I think that's normal. Nice. And then from here, unhook your legs. So you're just in a gentle twist, left leg on top of right. Nice. From here, turn to one side. Nice. And then we're going to make our way onto our bellies. Nice. Okay, so this is something that I've really needed. So I guess you're going to have to sit up for a minute. You're going to have to sit up for a minute. You know what? And I'm going to add something. So I'm going to add something. I want you to roll. I want you to take your blanket and roll it the long way, and then just roll it on up into like a taco. Good. Nice. Okay. Can everyone sit like this on your feet for a moment? Yeah, and if it's a higher roll, that'll be better for you, Marian. What we're gonna do is, let's take the blanket underneath your knees. So if it's nice and high like that, it might be okay. And then sit on that. And if that doesn't work, we'll come up with something else. But see how we're nice and high? So we're massaging our calves. And if you need a break, you can come out of it. But we're not really going deep. We're not really using our knees. So I don't feel any strain in my knees because I'm up high. So just start with the roll right at your knees and just massage, and then we're back to the center of your calves. And if this doesn't work for you at all, you can just roll your calves right now. But because I'm up high, I'm not really straining my knees. So you can also just make this a little bit higher. Nice. Okay, and then my tummy is really sore, and we really haven't done this at all. So I'm gonna take this roll, and you might have to adjust it. I'm gonna make it a little flatter, so you'll see. And I'm just gonna take the rolled up blanket and put it under my belly. So last night I was really sore, and I just laid on my, I laid on a pillow. You could use a little bolster, you could use your blanket. Just lay down. So this will help you with digestion. It will relieve some of the soreness in your core that we've been working. We work the core pretty much every day, no matter what we're doing. And I think we don't give enough love to our tummies, because I know I'm hard on my tummy. You know, I always think about my tummy as like, oh, I need to lose weight there. But our tummies do so much to detoxify our bodies and our minds and keep us healthy, really. So find another little spot here. I'm gonna move up a little bit on my blanket. Or you can stay where you are. And just rest your heads on your head on your hands, or if you're higher on a bolster, you might need to put a block under your head. You can always stack your fists. Next, let your elbows come out to the side a little bit more, Farzaneh, if that's better. You tell me, I'm not sure. You tell me. You can rock a little bit from side to side. And just feel all that release in your belly. Nice. And then inhale, come on up. Move the blanket out to the side for a moment, or the bolster out to the side for a moment. And then let's come into puppy pose. So I think everyone here is okay on their knees. If your knees are bothering you, you can come onto your elbows here. Otherwise, come on up. Bring your elbows in front of you. Walk your knees back. So you can start in regular puppy pose and just really feel that nice stretch. Let's just start in regular puppy pose, yes. And then walk your hands over to the left and get a stretch in your lats. So your hands end up off the mat, and then your right hip come over to the side, like really lengthen. So press into your hands, stretch that side body. Nice, walk your hands back to center. And get the left side of your lats. So press into that left hand. Go as far as it feels okay to you, right? So if you need to just go a little bit, go a little bit. You go a little bit more. Really press that left hip towards the bottom of your mat. And you press in your left hand, so feel a deep opening down the left side of your body. Nice. And then come back to center. Now we're going to come on to our elbows. So you might want to use your blanket. You can always use blocks. You can always use your bolster. We're going to bring our elbows onto the blanket and in prayer. So just notice how that is different than when we don't use a prop. It's a little bit softer. And if you don't like the prop there, you can take it away. If it's too high, just let your heart melt into the floor. Notice if your hips start to melt back a little bit more, if there's a little bit of opening. Notice if your shoulders start to open a little bit more. Nice. And then let's do a lunging pose and a shoulder opener. So let's take your right foot wide and down. So the opposite of what I always tell you, right? Because we overdo this, but we underdo this. So take your right foot longer, bring your left hand down, and take your right foot so your toes are off the mat and your heels on the mat. So really put weight in that front foot and just press into that right leg. Just press it open. Yeah, get that front of your left quad, get that inner right groin. Nice. Good. And then if it's okay for you, bend that back leg, reach around and grab it. You might have to come up higher, right? Come up higher, yes, bend that back leg, grab it. Or you can be here on your hands. Nice. Deb M, see if you want to come down on your elbow, I'm going to show you. And if you're like, you're insane, it's just a more of an opening. Just try it, just to try it. And if it's too much, just be like, just nod your head and be like, she's insane. There we go. All right, just an option. Nice, and then straighten that right leg. Pull it back. Good, come forward. Bring it back. Nice, and then let's switch sides. So bring your left foot forward and wide. Bring your right hand down, and let's just start by pressing into that left knee. Press it open. So take it farther away, Marianne. I know I always tell you to bring it closer, but take it longer towards the window or whatever's there, towards the light. Yes, and then press that knee open. Stretch that right thigh, right? So everything's coming forward and opening. Nice. Toes are off the mat, so your foot's at an angle. Nice. And then either come on up, hand on a block, or right hand on your thigh and bend that back. I didn't have the block here, so sorry. So you're on your fingertips, your hands on the block. And you can actually start like that. Actually, Vince, let's start like that. So start up high, right? Right, and then once you have your foot, let's bring your hand back down. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I'm grabbing with the opposite hand, but who cares? I don't care. I just want you to stretch your quad. Yeah, how's that? Nice, that looks good. Press in that right hand, stretch that right quad. Nice. And then exhale, let's stretch that left hamstring. Nice. Good job. Nice. All right, and then from here, we're gonna do a pose we normally do without a block. I'm gonna use the blanket for my head because it feels nice. So since we have the blanket right there, we're gonna come into puppy pose. Not puppy pose, sorry. We're gonna come into tabletop and then thread that left arm under, and I'm gonna put my head on the blanket, or you can have it on a block. So this is just more about like how tall you are. So the blanket's high enough for me. You can put your head on the bolster. Nice. And then press in your right hand a little bit, stretch that left shoulder, pull that right hip back. Good, don't go 100%, which I start to do. I'm telling you this because that's what I'm doing. Nice. Let everything go. Good, and then come on up. Switch sides, so thread that right hand under. Your left arm can go above your head. I'm gonna turn around. Your left arm can go above your head, it can go next to you. Press into that right shoulder and pull that left hip back so it's in line with the right hip. Just let everything go. Nice, and then inhale, come on up. And then I'm gonna give you the option to end with legs up the wall. Actually, I'm gonna have us do one more thing. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I'm stealing one more minute, sorry. So take your blanket, or if you have 2 blocks. So we're just gonna end like this. So it's kind of nice with the blanket. So you, hold on, what am I doing? You take the blanket, you take your feet out in Baddha Konasana, you take the blanket underneath your leg so it doesn't go too wide. If you want it to go wider, you can take the blanket away, you can put small blocks on. So just pull the blanket up by your legs, fan your feet out. lay on your back and just pull the blanket up to your legs, or just put a block on either side of your knees. Nice. And then we're just gonna start in Savasana here. If you get uncomfortable, then just take that away. But this is a nice inner thigh opener. And just feel everything relax. Let everything go. And then let's come back to your body, the number that you gave it for tension and pain and discomfort at the beginning of class. And then scan your body, see if the number's gone down. Check in with your feet and legs. Check in with your hips, low back, and glutes. Check in with your belly, your upper back, your chest and shoulders. Check in with your right arm and right hand, left arm and left hand. Back of your neck. Front of your face, right eye, left eye. Right cheek, left cheek. Tongue, mouth, and jaw. Just feel like you're melting into the space. Feel your breath coming in. Feel your breath coming out. And be grateful for this time together of self-care, self-love, being present, taking care of your one body. And if you have time and you want to stay here, you can. Otherwise, gently roll to one side, sealing in the importance of self-love and self-care. Knowing that when we take care of ourselves, we can go harder and do more. And then gently press on up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands to your heart with softness. And namaste.